to have these feelings, and they seep into your business. They seep into your business over time, and sometimes they get louder and sometimes they go quiet. So we're going to look at those opportunities of quiet as well. But they do, and it's definitely okay. And it's okay. You know why? Because you're not alone. Like, many of my clients experience the same feelings, So Nikki's put all the time, Sarah's put, all the time. So these are the feelings that they have, and I want to share with you. I have blocks around bringing in paid clients and having a full workshop on Friday. I seem to worry so much about other people's opinions of me. I don't want to feel bad about not taking action. I feel sick and scared and anxious when I think about contacting people. I often say wrong things. I often say what's wrong with me. This is a big one. I used to always say this one. Why can't others take action and succeed and I can't? And I was frozen as well. In all of these, I totally can resonate. Like, I just experienced all of that. I've experienced all of that. But I have a solution. So that's why you're here. First question. First thing I'm going to share with you. Who is your inner child? You're here to get it demystified today. If it's a new thing, you've never heard of it, that's okay. If you've heard of it, put yes, I've heard of this, done some work, I understand it, I know it. Definitely just type away. I'll give you a second to do that. Yeah, Barbara said, yes, I've heard of it. Anybody else here who's aware of this inner child? Nikki, yes, done some work with you. Yes. Oh, bless. Yes, heard of it and worked with her. Yes, good. Treats her inner child, doesn't it? Yes, it does. Belief coding does some work with you. Yeah, fabulous, amazing. So I've got a lot of answers here. Right, inner child. This is what we're going to demystify today. This is why you're here. The term inner child is often used to describe the connection you have with your childhood self. Who is your childhood? And your childhood memories as well. It's the part of you that still feels and experiences childhood memories. We're experiencing them through triggers, through dissociation. We experience it quite a lot. Yeah, Fiona said she's done some work as well. You may find that particular behavior and emotions mimic those you experienced as a child, but maybe they don't make sense to you anymore. And you need to you're probably trying to navigate your feelings through your business and through your adult self, and you're going, what's going on? Like, you still have the feelings, because you remember you might have grown up, but we're going to talk about how the brain doesn't age. So I'm going to share with you. So your inner child is literally that. Your inner child is you. It's just part of you. It's your experiences that you've had as a child. Now, let me share you some examples through Janet's healing. Now, Janet was a client, and this is her healing pattern that she did. So she did some work on, these are the things that she did it on. And it's all business related. Comparison. Big one. Who compares themselves? Can you tell me if you're comparing yourself in business? Like, let's just be really raw and honest. Who compares themselves? Who's here comparing themselves with another person? We got brave people. Yes, I am. Me, Sarah saying yes, Nikki saying yes, Barbara saying yes, Sasha saying yes. So, right. Okay, big one. Really big one. This is for inner child. Okay, so Janet constantly compared herself to other businesswomen online, and it was causing her to never feel enough. She was trapped in learning mode. She kept learning. She was doing all the work. She was doing stuff. She sometimes used to get frozen, but she was learning. During a workshop, Janet managed to remember as a child feeling invisible, trying to mimic her brother. Her brother was really charismatic and clever and always received his parents' attention. And then she craved that attention from her parents, and she felt invisible and never felt enough just to be herself, like just to be herself. By Janet just gaining this new perspective, it was enough literally to break the habit of comparison. She wasn't that child anymore. This is a really big realization when we have it. She had so much to give, just being herself and not trying to be like others. She recognized her own gifts, This is amazing stuff. Visibility. During an inner child session, Janet recalled being very young at school and a bully locking her in the toilet and waiting for her outside. She remembered a boy bringing a scary mask to school and chasing her around the playground. Both incidents left her and the inner child, little Janet, so scared that she wanted to become invisible. So when she had this realization of where the fear had come from, it no longer had the same effect or same power on her. As she now has context, it's really important to get context of what's happened in our life, all the different experiences we've had. She just didn't have that when she was a kid. When she was a kid, she didn't know what was going on, why she's being bullied, what's happening. It made her feel less. Now, this breakthrough allowed Janet the courage to show up powerfully. And we need to show up powerfully in our businesses. We can't show up in fear all the time. It's not a good energy to be in. It's a draining energy to be in. It increases your low mood. It gives you fatigue. It doesn't give you much hope. So this is why we have to swap fear for courage. Now, the thing is, maybe you're stuck believing things that you had seen or heard as a child. Maybe this is something you guys can resonate with. And I want you to just listen to the snippets of the names. So I'm going to give you a name of someone. And these are clients, all of mine, to changed every name. And this is what they said. Gemma heard that you talk too much, so no one wants to hear more of you. Anna heard you're not clever enough to do that. Jessica heard you'll never be successful, you're too clumsy. Tanya heard you have to be really clever to be a vet. Maybe you were told or heard this and believed them. We're talking about parents here, or a caregiver, or somebody, or it might even be a relative who said it to you, or it might be a neighbor who said it to you. It doesn't really matter who said this to you, but you've heard it. If you resonate with any single woman on here, I want you to type the name. Which woman do you resonate with? Do you resonate with Gemma, Anna, Jessica, Tanya? Who do you resonate with? Who is it that you can resonate with and go, oh my God, I can hear that voice. Oh my God, I hear that voice. That's the voice. That's an experience I had when I was a kid. Just going to bring up my messages. Okay, so we've got people are resonating with Tanya, with Sarah, with Anna, with Gemma, Tanya. Yeah. So Jenny's saying that Tanya, Nick is saying Tanya, Sarah saying Gemma, Susie saying Anna, Barbara saying Tanya, and then other Sarah, two Sarahs are saying Anna. It's just human, isn't it? Like we do feel these feelings. Your childhood stories are so important in discovering your thought patterns, your feelings and habits, and how they show up in your life and your business. You might say, but I had a great childhood. So some people might say, oh, but I had a really good childhood. My parents are fine. My siblings are great. This is fantastic. But there's a bit of a twist. The twist is this. Even if you've been brought up with great parents, you can still have inner child destructive patterns of behavior. How and why? Because our worldview, the way we see everything, is based on all of our experiences that we had. So everybody's had their living experience up until now. All the challenges that you've been through. This could be bullying, childbirth, illness, grief, pandemic, schooling, watching your parents struggle. That's a really big one. Watching your parents struggle is a really big reason that we're holding back in business. Now, these memories are stored in your body, they're stored in your mind, but they have to be released throughout your journey. They have to be released in your business journey. If they're not, you're going to keep coming up with these blind spots in business. And this is what I'm about. I'm about breakthroughs. My title is Trauma Healing, but Breakthrough Coach. So I want to see results. And that's what I see every day. I have 100 testimonials. You can check them out in your own time. I'm going to give you a few here as well. Now, our brain doesn't age. So the sad thing is that those beliefs you may not even realize you have are keeping you stuck, and they're becoming your blueprint in your business, and they're affecting your progress. They're literally affecting the way you are. But the good news is I have a solution and I have it, and I will share it in just a little while. Number 2, how is your inner child affecting your business? Now, we know that all those stories are going to make an impact in your business. 100% they're going to make an impact, aren't they? But actually, these are the ways they're showing up. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of visibility, fear of judgment, fear of making mistakes, fear of responsibility, perfectionism, procrastination, never feeling good enough, lack of motivation, fatigue, fear of money. Who do you resonate? Like, who resonates here with any of this stuff? Just put yes. Oh my God, yes, I totally resonate with this stuff. These are feelings I get like daily. Do I get them daily, monthly, weekly? How are you feeling these feelings? What do you feel? Do you feel fear of failure, fear of success? Type it out. This is a way we heal as well. So type it out, share it today, let it go. All of them at different times. Yes, all of them at different times. Yes, fear of success. Yes, all of them. And oh yeah, yes, all of them. It's it does happen. We have to just be honest. These things are happening. So did you know that your inner child is making more subconscious decisions about your life and your business than the adult version? This is what I learned through my healing, that actually the decisions I want to make in my business are being skewed by my inner child unless I understand and I become really, really aware. Yeah, same, success and money as well. So I've got lots of messages coming up here. Your inner child is responsible for the way you interpret your feelings, such as lack, worth, loss, fear, love, hope, and abundance. Everything, good feelings, bad feelings. It doesn't matter which one it is. All the feelings you're going to get, your child's going to feel them. Your inner child's going to feel them. But your inner child can help you. And because once we understand what the actual need is, we can fill that. And once we are aware of her, and she is showing up in your life better, she can help you and you can help her. And that's the transformation that I've been helping so many people do. So how does healing those parts of you support action? That's a good, really, really important question. Like so what? Okay, we found out we've got an inner child. We realized that these are stories from our past. What is it going to do for you? Because you're here to find out, what is it going to actually do? What is it going to do? Is it just going to cause more pain? Do you know what I mean? You want to know this stuff. And you know what? You're absolutely right to ask these questions. Now, reconnecting and asking your inner child better questions and reparenting her is essential for your growth. It's like super essential for your growth. Like if you want to go further in your business, you have to not ignore her. She can't just be shut away in a box. You've got to accept her feelings and you've got to start connecting back to her. Even how painful it is, it's the most important, profound experience you will have. Because this is going to grow you in your business growth. It's going to make massive changes in your business. The thing is, I'm not here just about inner child. I'm here to say why that inner child can give you the results, how it can do it, because I've done it with so many people. So this is what I'm really confident in doing. Now, we can ask questions like, what do you need today? Hello, little child. What would you like to do today? Why are you scared? How can I help you feel energized today? Would it be okay if we? What happens is we're so critical with ourselves and we're not connected with our inner child. And when we do, we just get frustrated. So what we need to say to her is that, would it be okay? Speak to her nicely. Speak to her with compassion. Speak to her with kindness. Speak to her like you'd speak to a really dear friend. We don't do that. We don't do that. We're very, very critical of ourselves. So it's changing the language. It's massive when it comes to healing. Your body keeps score. Your body keeps score. Really important point. Healing those parts of you will set you so free. Like it will just set you free. At the moment, your inner child is running the show in your business. She's doing it. This is what's happening. She's running the show. She's like, oh, little you doesn't trust you to make decisions. She's scared of being rejected. She's scared of being invisible or visible. She's like scared of making mistakes. She's like stuck in believing things that you have, like you've seen and heard and you experienced in your childhood and beyond. One thing I need to really clarify, it's not just your little girl who's suffered. Your adult version, your teens, your 20s, your 30s, you're going to go through stuff that's tough. And these are going to leave imprints on your body and on your mind. I watched my parents, okay, so I've got a message. I watched my parents struggle for money and it is definitely affecting me now. Yeah, it's good to be honest. So good to be honest. The cause if more pain is scary. Yes. Okay. So when you're worried about connecting with her, because you're a little bit scared, like, oh my God, you know, what if I connect with her and what will I find? And you know what? I've got to tell you, You find you. There's nobody else there. It's just you. And I think we're so scared to connect to ourselves because we think, what are we going to find? Like, what are we going to find? Some scary person come up? Are we going to find a failure? Are we going to find all our critical thoughts that we have about her? Are they going to come true? And you know what? It's not like that. And today I'm going to give you such a beautiful experience. And I'm really excited about this. I'm really, really, really excited about this. I'd love to demonstrate to you the power of connecting to your inner child in a really powerful visualization to bring her home back to you. Now, who wants that? Come and say hi and come and say yes. So anybody on who's actually watching this on Facebook Live, come and say, yes, I want this. I really need this. So we're getting so many yeses on my chat here, like it's literally flooded with yes here. Oh my God. And I'm so excited to do this with you all today. So I'm going to actually stop sharing.